Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a peek outside that weather window and let's head up to Lake Chelan and look at that this afternoon. Beautiful day on the south shore of Lake Chelan. Lots of blue sky out there. Just a few high clouds. The winds were up a little bit today. We predicted that, but temperatures were down a little bit, and that made it very comfortable out there. Lots of boating activity, as you'd expect, on Lake Chelan today. And as far as the next 5 days go, we will continue to see just a little bit cooler temperatures as we get into Friday. Here's a look at Moses Lake and Wenatchee temperatures as we get through until about Monday or so. And you can see what begins to happen on Sunday. Things really warm up. 93 in Wenatchee, 95 Moses Lake, 100 for Wenatchee most likely on Monday, and even warmer than that for Moses Lake as we get into the first part of next week. We'll talk more about this heat wave coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A 63-year-old Grand Coulee resident is dead after a single vehicle accident on Tuesday. A pickup and a semi collided on Highway 17 about 8 miles south of Moses Lake Wednesday night, seriously injuring the unidentified driver of that pickup. And a Seattle man was arrested on Tuesday in Leavenworth for allegedly threatening bystanders with a knife when they came to his girlfriend's aid. But first, we begin tonight. Another round of community-wide COVID-19 testing will be held in Brewster on Friday after 3 days of testing last week resulted in more than 100 positive tests for the virus. Okanagan County Community Health Director Lisa Jones said about 300 people were tested last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with 40% of those testing positive. Brewster had seen a surge in coronavirus cases leading up to the free testing effort, with 46 new positive tests reported the day before the community effort started. Jones said an influx of agricultural workers helped drive those numbers, but the virus is widespread throughout the community of about 2,400 residents. Jones said Okanagan County is now mirroring what Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties have been dealing with after months of relatively low case numbers. She said she believes people let their guard down after the county was approved for Phase 2 of Governor Jay Inslee's reopening plan on June 6th. A 63-year-old Grand Coulee resident is dead after a single vehicle accident on Tuesday. Maureen K. Horrobin was found dead after the crash, which occurred about 8:20 p.m. on a primitive road near Crown Point Vista. Horrobin was the only occupant of the vehicle. Douglas County Sheriff's deputy said speed appeared to be a factor in that crash. Meanwhile, a pickup and a semi collided on Highway 17. That was about 8 miles south of Moses Lake Wednesday night, seriously injuring the unidentified driver of that truck. Trooper John Bryant of the Washington State Patrol said the older red Nissan pickup was traveling south. It was about 8:40 p.m. when it crossed the center line. The semi traveling north unsuccessfully tried to swerve to avoid a collision, but the pickup struck the side of that semi. The pickup ended up in a ditch on the north side of the road. The driver of the pickup, a man in his late 40s or early 50s, was first taken to the hospital in Moses Lake and then transported by air to Sacred Heart Hospital in Spokane. Bryant said just minutes prior to the crash, the State Patrol had received a report of the pickup being driven erratically. The highway was blocked for more than 5 hours with traffic diverted onto Road 6. A Seattle man was arrested Tuesday in Leavenworth for allegedly threatening bystanders with a knife when they came to his girlfriend's aid. Nicholas David Reese, who's 40 years old, could be charged with multiple counts of assault and harassment. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say when Reese began to scream at his girlfriend in Waterfront Park, 4 men intervened and Reese pulled a knife threatening to kill them. Deputies arrested him in downtown Leavenworth a short time later. Well, coming up next, the Quincy motorist whose passenger died in a head-on crash Saturday near Trinidad is now charged with vehicular homicide. An incident management team and numerous planes and helicopters were brought in yesterday to help fight the South Pine Fire southwest of Tonasket. Fireworks are suspected as the cause of a brush fire at Powerhouse Park near Chelan Falls Wednesday night. And the Douglas County Law and Justice Center was closed yesterday for deep cleaning after a staff member in the sheriff's office tested positive Tuesday for COVID-19. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Nissan is the value leader in new cars and SUVs. Check out these new models starting at under $20,000. The all-new Versa from $17,020. The all-new Sentra from $17,400. And the all-new Kicks from $17,995. Now you can have the Nissan style, performance, and reliability, all for under $20,000.
And they're all here at Town Nissan, up behind Costco in East Wenatchee.
Boating in the Wenatchee Valley starts at Bob File Boats and Motors. One look at the new Z series of Supreme boats and you'll know you're looking at a high-performance wake surfing boat. These boats are known as the Zeus boats because riding one is like surfing a lightning bolt, embodying the mythical trinity of surf, strength, and spirit. See the Supreme boat line at Bob File Boats and Motors on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee or online at bobfile.com.
Bob File Boats and Motors, we're dealing. Bob File's gonna make you smile.
The two hottest pickups in America are at Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. First, the Ram 1500 with back-to-back Truck of the Year awards from Motor Trend, and now the Car and Driver 10 Best list for 2020. They call it a luxury sedan with pickup capabilities. Ram is on a roll now with third-generation eco-diesel power. Next up, the Jeep Gladiator, also a 2020 10 Best model based on the new award-winning Jeep Wrangler. It has options and capabilities that no other truck can offer. Two more reasons when it comes to buying a truck. There's no reason to leave town.
Welcome back. In another news, the Quincy motorist whose passenger died in a head-on crash Saturday near Trinidad is now charged with vehicular homicide. Jesus Ibarra Barragan, who's 41 years old, allegedly crossed the center line on Highway 28 and then struck an oncoming pickup. The other driver was injured, and Ibarra's passenger, 36-year-old Juan Gutierrez Montean, was pronounced dead at the scene. Washington State Patrol investigators believe Ibarra was drunk at the time of that crash. Douglas County prosecutors charged him this week with vehicular homicide and assault. Well, an incident management team and numerous planes and helicopters were brought in yesterday to help fight the South Pine Fire southwest of Tonasket. The fire had burned about 240 acres by this morning, but level 2 evacuation notices for homes in the Pine Creek Road area were lifted on Thursday night as firefighters were able to slow the spread of that fire. The Southeast Washington Interagency Incident Management Team reported that late Wednesday afternoon, air operations had to be briefly suspended as 2 paragliders flew through that area. Well, in other news, fireworks are suspected as the cause of a brush fire at Powerhouse Park near Chelan Falls last night. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office said a bystander who helped put the fire out was treated for smoke inhalation. Chelan Fire and Rescue said the cause of the fire remains under investigation. The fast-moving blaze was reported at 6:33 p.m. on the banks of the park, and crews were able to quickly contain the spread using hand lines. Both the Sheriff's Office and the Fire District are reminding people that there is a high fire danger throughout the region and will be for the foreseeable future. Well, the Douglas County Law and Justice Center was closed yesterday for deep cleaning after a staff member in the Sheriff's Office tested positive Tuesday for COVID-19. Under Sheriff Tyler Kale said the facility shut down almost immediately after the test results became known. Kale would not say which division of the Sheriff's Office the infected employee worked in. It's the first COVID-19 infection reported at the building. Last week, the nearby Transportation and Land Services building also closed after a worker there contracted the virus. The new closure shut off access and barred staff from the Sheriff's Office, District Court, Probation and Prosecutor's offices. Those agencies were open only for limited public functions during the COVID-19 crisis. For instance, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office for now manages paperwork for concealed firearms licenses only on an appointment basis. Kale said the Law and Justice building should reopen to staff this morning. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve. The right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, we once again take you to the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center, where they've produced a series of 6 videos so far called Curator's Corner, with collections coordinator Anna Spencer showing off treasures from Wenatchee's past. Tonight she offers a look back at some old Wenatchee High School yearbooks.
Hi, welcome back to Curator's Corner. I'm Anna Spencer. This is Jill Sheets.
Hello.
Today we're going to be looking at some old Wenatchee High School Wawas. Here we have 3 Wenatchee Wawas, one from 1909, 1924, and 1928. As you can see, all the designs are very different. The 1909 is covered in a purple paper. This is a thicker, more construction paper-like covering.
This one has string on it.
Yes, this one is bound with a golden string. And then this one is more of like a red leather. In these, you can see, just like our yearbooks today, they show class photos, clubs, sports, and they have a lot of poems and songs that they would keep in their Wawas as well.
Not a lot of pictures, it doesn't seem like.
Like this one is just a lot on the football, but there's photos. The Girls Athletic Association from 1909. We have 1924. This is senior class B. That's what it says.
Wow.
And it lists the officers and advisors. And again, another girls' club. 1928. This one
Some individual photos.
has some individuals and writing in it.
What's it say? Read one. What a fine...
Yale Duke you make. Here's to your success. Annette Morgan.
Huh. Not like see ya all summer or anything like that?
Yeah. More people writing to Annette.
Wow, look at that football team.
More writing.
Huh. Those are very cool.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time to see what fun and exciting things we can find in the museum.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, and I think I might have seen a picture of Dan Kuntz in that 1924 Wawa. I think it was Dan. Anyway, what a beautiful day out there today. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures, they were cooler than we've seen the last 3 or 4 days. Temperatures today only into the 80s. Lots of boating activity all over Lake Chelan today as we take you up that way looking out our weather window from this afternoon. We did see a few high light clouds out there, but really no effect on our weather today. The big news today, as I mentioned, cooler temperatures and some breezy conditions. And as we get throughout the day, we'll talk more about that and more wind for tomorrow. But high temperatures today about where we should be. 88 degrees unofficially, 89 is our normal high temperature for this time of year. 67 is where we started the day. 63 is our normal low. 107, a scorcher back in 2006. Our record low, 49 in 1963. Still holding steady at 2.66 inches. Folks, that's since January 1st. That's the entire year so far. Sunrise 5:29 this morning, and the sun will set tonight at 8:45. Let's take a look now at how your Friday will shape up. I'm sure many of you are ready to leave town and head out camping or whatever you might have planned for this weekend. Tomorrow's going to be another nice one, but a little bit cooler. We'll see highs mid to upper 80s, Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy, about 84 for Ellensburg and Wenatchee, Entiat, Chelan. You'll see about 85 and 85 as well up in Omak. So tomorrow, actually, temperature's a little bit below normal, but it's not going to last very long, as we'll show you in this surface loop as we get into late this weekend and next week. So tonight, mostly clear skies. We're going to stay with those breezy conditions, too. Out of the northwest, 5 to 15 miles an hour. Be right in the center of the state, but clear skies pretty much throughout our viewing area, also into the Spokane area. As we get into Friday, mostly sunny, still breezy. In fact, we'll probably see the breeziest weather of all tomorrow. Winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It will be cooler, as we just talked about, with highs only about the mid-80s for most of us, a little warmer in Moses Lake. As we get into Sunday then, or Saturday rather, sunny skies, light wind, that will really be nice, and we'll see a little bit of a warm-up beginning on Saturday. Temperatures will get back to about normal as we kick off our weekend, but nothing normal about our temperatures on Sunday. Sunny skies. It'll be hot. Another heat wave will begin on Sunday, and this is going to be stronger than the last heat wave we had with temperatures, triple digits expected on Monday for almost all of us in north central Washington. Look at all of the red and deep oranges in Washington state, and that indicates very hot temperatures, and we're surely going to see that on Monday and on Tuesday. In fact, Pasco, Richland, maybe 105 for a high temperature on Tuesday. We're going to see triple digits as well, and just a few high clouds. It's not going to help us out much, so to keep that heat away, it's just going to be downright hot. As we get into midweek Wednesday, sunny skies, slightly cooler, and I emphasize slightly because we're only going to go down about 3 to 4 degrees. Still hot most of central and eastern Washington. Wednesday highs in the mid to upper 90s. Let's take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling 7-day forecast. 63 the overnight low for us tonight, 84 tomorrow. Really won't be a bad day, will it? A little bit breezy out there, but still comfortable. Sunny and warmer on Saturday, and 89, 95 on Sunday. And look at those temperatures on Sunday or on Monday and Tuesday. 101 Monday, 100 possibly on Tuesday. Cooling down then to 97 as we get into Wednesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hi, my name is Blaine Johnson. I'm at Global Elite Motors. We're tied in with Global Car Care down here locally. So we're not your typical car buying experience. Somebody can come down here, take a look at what we have, and if we have the right vehicle for you, we'd be glad to help you out with it. A lot of times we are able to go out and find specific vehicles for somebody so that it fits their needs, their budget, and all the things that you want without you being obligated right away. If you're looking for a good, reliable car, come see me, Blaine Johnson, down at Global Elite Motors.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 6th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. Ready or not, here come the Seattle Mariners for the shortened 2020 season. The ball club finished up summer camp Wednesday with its final intra-squad game at T-Mobile Park. Justice Sheffield was dominant with 8 strikeouts.
First couple outings, kind of getting the feedback out there, getting my feet back under me, getting my mechanics together, and this last one, just really want to treat it really like a game. Try and get that feeling of getting amped up and going after some guys. Yeah, it's more of like a controlled amp, I would say. I think I've kind of learned how to do that over the past couple years. Last year being up here, getting the pitch out here on Big League Stadium and facing big league hitters. So now it's kind of one of those controlled, getting my emotions up, but not letting it get too far ahead of me and moving too fast. So. Definitely been working hard on that, and it's good to see it go into play.
Seattle Mariner manager Scott Service liked what he saw during camp as well as their final game last night.
Didn't know that we'd get to this point, quite frankly, when this whole thing started and we all got together with all the testing and everything else we were going to have to overcome to get to opening day. I questioned whether it could happen or not, but a testament to our players, the people around Major League Baseball, to put the protocols in place to make this happen. So our guys are excited as heck, as am I. I know it's going to be a quick season. It's only 60 games, but at least we got one. So looking forward to getting to Houston.
Now, the only sour note coming out of Seattle Wednesday was that Mariners' most experienced catcher, Tom Murphy, was placed on the 10-day injured list with a broken bone in his foot.
It is a blow, and I feel really bad for Murph. This guy, he works as hard as anybody that we have, and he's comes to the ballpark, great attitude every day. Things happen. Unfortunately, it just wasn't responding to the treatment. I found out, later today that he was probably going to start on the IL. He's got a little bit of some kind of break, in his foot. It's kind of a weird thing. Even Murph said it's something they'd never seen before. So I'm hoping he's not down too long, but I also don't want him to rush back. I want him to be 100% when he gets back. But, it's baseball. It throws you a bunch of curves. We got to adjust. Austin Nola will get plenty of time back there, as will Joe Hudson.
Seattle will board a plane today for Houston to start the season tomorrow against the Astros. And for the second consecutive season, Marco Gonzalez will be the opening day starter.
First and foremost, it's a huge honor, one that I do not take lightly, given the responsibility to kind of set the tone for this squad and for this season. And, whether it be short, whether it be weird, I know one thing's for sure, I'm going to go out and compete to the best of my ability and do the best to set the right example for our guys and go win some ball games. So I'm incredibly thrilled and honored, and I just couldn't be more excited.
The Astros will counter with Justin Verlander, who was 21-6 last season with a 2.58 earned run average. First pitch at 6:10 tomorrow. You can watch the pregame on Root Sports beginning at 5:30. Well, after a shutdown of nearly 4 months, new rules put in place and agreeing not to play games without fans. Major League Baseball finally celebrates opening day today, and it begins with a doubleheader on ESPN with the Yankees visiting the Washington Nationals, followed by the Dodgers hosting San Francisco. Think of all that's happened in the country since we saw our last meaningful baseball game, since Washington's incredible Game 7 comeback to win its first World Series title in franchise history. Yet, here we stand, ready for opening day. The Yankees and Nationals are underway, followed by the Giants and Dodgers coming up a little later on. Baseball cannot erase the sting of coronavirus, death, or racial unrest, but it can at least take our minds off it for a few hours. Play ball. Meanwhile, the NHL's 32nd franchise in Seattle finally has a name. It was announced at a construction site at the Climate Pledge Arena this morning.
And now, for our fans and for all of you, the wait is finally over. So what do you say we get it on?
we are proud to give you the Seattle Kraken.
Majority owner David Bonderman led the search for a name that considered 215,000 fan votes and 1,200 possible names, working with fans, brand agencies, local artists, naming experts, historians, and the league office. The Kraken emerged as the clear choice. Seattle Kraken will play its inaugural season in 2021 and 2022. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric, and can't wait for hockey in Seattle. And as we leave you tonight, our video of the day comes to us from James Mason in Denver, Colorado. He and 2 others were mountain biking in the Rocky Mountain National Park when a herd of bachelor bull elk came parading by.
Let them move. Hey, don't move, Nick. Just don't move. Wow, check it out.
Pretty cool, right? While the females are busy raising their calves during summertime, the boys get together in bachelor bands, hanging out in summer meadows, eating heavily, and just being buddies. If you have a video of the day that you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. As you might imagine, I'm in a wonderful mood because baseball is back. Haven't been able to watch a baseball game that counted since Game 7 of the World Series last year, but we got baseball again. We'll be able to talk baseball on Friday. And I'll give you some of my pitching tips. All of my brothers were pitchers. So I have the 2-seam fastball, hold it like that. I have the 4-seam fastball, I hold it like that. I hold my curve ball with these 2 fingers in the position of the thumb is critical. And then my special pitch, which is held this way, starts out fast. On its way to the plate, it slows down, and then the last 3 feet, it speeds back up again. I'll teach you all of these pitches tomorrow as we welcome baseball back on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Friday edition, live and local at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you. We'll be watching, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.